everyone, Simon Kitvan here with another very interesting episode, and today it's all about styling up, and I'm talking to the young generation, which is the youth, including me and you, my favorite viewers. Today I'm going to introduce to you some guests, as young as they might be, and you're going to be surprised at what they're here for. Meet my guest today, Mr. Cavin, who you are going to know more about in a few, and also Sharon. I want to welcome you officially to this show because it's going to be a very interesting video. Let me just start off by introducing them. Welcome to the show, and tell the people your name and why you are here today.
Well, my name is Sharon Vijedi, and I'm the Vice Chair of Chanuka Youth Foundation.
My name is Cavin, Apodo. I'm the chairperson for Chanuka Youth Foundation and also the founder. And today we are here just to talk briefly about what Chanuka is all about.
Hey, yo, what is up, beautiful Watu?
What's up, yo?
You know, Cavin, a lot of young guys in this country of ours are always very idle, and you see, most of the times finding someone who is coming up with an idea like this is always very difficult. People are always waiting for someone to start something so that they can continue it. So as the chairman and as the founder, because you said that, so I would like to give you very few minutes to kindly explain to the viewers what made you come up with this whole idea of Chanuka Youth Foundation thing.
What I would like to say, I would like to start by defining the word Chanuka. Chanuka is a Swahili word that means enlighten in English. So we decided to come up with an initiative that is seeking to enlighten the youth on a number of issues that we consider to be contemporary in the society today. Okay, so CYF is a Kenyan-based organization duly registered with the Kenyan society, the societies of Kenya. And I think, as you can observe in the society, the youth are gradually losing their identity. There is that loss of trust that is really happening in the society, because right now I don't think if a youth can freely walk in the streets of Nairobi without being suspected. So that was the basic idea. It was out of observation and some little research that I did.
Yeah. Well, I think that really brings us some point home. Now, I want to incorporate Sharon into this. So, Sharon, you are a member, not only a member, but a leader of the foundation as well. So, my question to you would be, what really made you to decide to join the Chanuka Youth Foundation? Like, did you have the same school of thought as Cavin?
The fact that I'm also a youth, and it was a very good idea that will bring us to the revolution of what we are expected to do and the future as well. So the objectives were quite familiar to what we are experiencing, we as youths and as the society at large. So that's what really prompted me to join Chanuka.
Have you guys really started interacting with the youth themselves, like providing the services that are mentioned in some of the objectives, which they are going to explain to us in a few?
Yes, we already have activities that are running, and we've been hosting a number of events or sessions in regards to our objectives. So we've, out of the events that we've held over time, we've come to notice that there is that realization, like the youth are really starting to realize that actually this is what we really need. You see?
Yeah.
So there has been that increase in number in terms of attendance.
I think it would just be nice if they take us through the Youth Foundation's objectives, because they've been saying like objectives. So to the people who are watching and they might have an intention of joining the foundation or coming to future events that you want to organize, what are they coming to fulfill? So if you can take this chance now to take us through some of the objectives of the foundation.
Our foundation is based on 5 objectives. And to start with, we want to look into health, especially mental health. Mental health of late has proven to be a ticking time bomb in the society. And it is something that has been challenging to many people, spanning from the elderly to the children or the youth. So that is health. Health is quite broad. So we want to look at mental health. We want to look at nutrition. We want to look at lifestyle. That is number 1. Number 2, we want to look into the drug abuse and social crimes, or what I may call counter-violence extremism in the society. Because if you look at the society currently, you find that most of the youth are currently involved in drug or substance abuse, whereby some of them goes to an extent of being drug dealers, And this is something that is quite saddening, and I just think that it is something that should not be given a light note. Number 3, we are going to address the issue of talent, whereby we are going to identify, nurture, and support talents that are already there or that are really upcoming,
Well, before you proceed with other objectives, I want to quickly do a follow-up question on what is just explained about these social violent things, and I want him to explain to us what are some of those things that he's talking about, and of what benefit are they going to be to the young generation.
Social crimes are numerous in the society. And just to mention things like rape cases, things like gender-based violence, things like extrajudicial killings, things like terrorism, all that, we've summarized them under social crimes. Now, if you look at right now what is happening in the society, like there is that loss of trust between our seniors and the youth. There is that social rot in the minds and in the general society at large, how the youth carry themselves, how our seniors look at us. They look at us as criminals, So like we are trying to redeem this lost identity or this lost, what I may call respect for the youth through the fight against all these social crimes.
We aim at creating safe spaces and digital spaces where people can be able to interact and talk about these things that are really affecting us, and given the fact that we are living in a society whereby we feel like we are left out due to the generational gap, and so we feel like most of these conversations that are supposed to be decent conversations are not even talked about and are not really focused on. So we aim at giving people those spaces to interact and come up with ideas on how to counter the social crimes as well as the things that are affecting us. So given the fact that we have things like drug abuse still in the society at this modern age. So we'd like to focus it more on also on the girl child to have a better experience on where to run to, or even have a better experience on where to redeem themselves. To conclude on our last two objectives, environmental conservation as well as entrepreneurship, we aim at focusing on the youth's ideas and thoughts on how they can be able to use their skills and utilize them to the maximum.
Well, this conversation cannot make any sense if they actually don't tell me if they have a team that is helping them to run this foundation, or currently it's just two of them. And I also need them to tell me something on the membership of the foundation. Is it open to public or currently still limited to a few?
To start with, yes, we have a team. We have the chairmanship, we have the secretariat, or the secretary and the vice secretary. We have the treasurer. To touch on membership, for now we only have 10 members. The membership is not open to the public, right? We have a portfolio, but maybe in future we'll consider that.
Maybe another question that is of much importance. So, running a foundation sometimes usually becomes very difficult, more so for young people who are just making it out like them here.
I think if you mention financial support, I think that really doesn't sound better or well. But I would like to say that yes, we look for partnership, and we partner with different organizations based on their principles of work and based on their objectives. So partnership, basically it can be in terms of funding, and in terms of research, in terms of training, consultation, but sometimes we can lack resources, or sometimes we may have resources, but we lack that proper training that will enable us to carry out the activities effectively. And sometimes, research is very, very critical when it comes to issues pertaining youth or pertaining the society. You have to go on the ground, you have to compare notes, in terms of research. So basically we are looking for partnership. We already have a partner, but we are still looking for more.
If you are watching there and you heard some of the things that they want to partner for, if you are following this from the start and you heard some of the topics they mentioned in their objectives, things like mental health, and if you think you can deliver or help out in that area, you may feel free to say something, so that you never know. You might get a call from them inviting you to come and talk to the youth, basically on mental health or just on anything that you think you are good at.
Yeah, basically I think to add on that, we are partnering with experts and also organizations.
Yeah.
So you could be an expert who is an expert on mental health, on drug abuse, or on any other area pertaining environmental conservation or
talent. You are
talent.
Very important.
Yeah, the talented guys in the society, will come together and do something that is impactful to the society.
How do people get to know more about this foundation? Like, do you have your social media pages where guys can check it out?
Yeah, sure. We do have a Facebook page for now, and on Facebook we are called Chanuka Youth Foundation. You just go and search Chanuka Youth Foundation on Facebook and you find it. On our Facebook page there are finer details of our contacts, and we also have an email address that is Chanuka Foundation @gmail.com. Yeah,
You can see it running down here.
Yeah.
So
So you feel free to reach out.
30 seconds each if you have something to say.
We as Chanuka Youth Foundation look forward to impart knowledge, to impact, and also to empower.
To me, this is the best thing that is happening to our generation, because this is an attempt to redeem our identity as a youth and also to try to focus on the issues that really matter to us, rather than focusing on the issues that do not bring the impact to the society. So we are, just as she said, we are looking forward to impact the society and also to ensure that the youth are equipped with the right knowledge and skills to really take into their future life.
Wow, that was really interesting. So if you are watching this video and you managed to stay with us up to now, you already know that it's all about styling up. Like, you need to get out of your comfort zones. This idea of we are still young, we are waiting to have this, please don't wait until you have, because you will be waiting forever. I think that's good for now. So if you are watching this, please join the support that is being carried out like by these young guys, so that we as the youth, we grow together. From me, Simon Kidman, that's the end of this episode. See you again in the next video. Remember to subscribe, comment what you think down below, and I will see you in the next video.